Hello, StarCraft fans! This is Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another weekly edition of Into the Void! This is between Hunter and Qpaq on King Sejong Station, the latter edition. In the top left side of the map, we have the red Zerg player. It is Hunter! Is he doing double extractor trick here, or is he just going straight up 2 gas before pool? What is going on? We'll come back to this. Oh, it is. Double extractor. 16 out of 14. Okay, and then the bottom right side of the map, we have the blue Protoss player. It is Qpaq. Alright, so a ZVP for you guys this week and Into the Void. Again, if you would like to submit your Bronze or Silver League replay to Falcon Paladin for Into the Void, go ahead and send it to falconpaladin@gmail.com with the subject of Into the Void. I will get them to my screeners. They will take a look at them and send me the very best ones back. And those are what get casted. Alright, so, a Forge first here from Qpaq. I wonder if he's going to try to cannon out the natural that Hunter is going to try to take. Hunter, you have 300 minerals. What you doing, man? Where are you? Are you putting a base? What did you just do with that? Did you just make additional overlords? And drones and stuff? What? I don't understand. I'm so lost. Oh, it's a proxy hatch! Oh, it's down here! Hunter's going proxy hatch in Qpaq's front door. Meanwhile, it looks like Qpaq, I mean, that Forge first means cannons. I can't see what else Qpaq would do with it. He's very surprised, unfortunately, that there's not a base he can cannon out here, but I suppose maybe throwing some cannons at this ramp might not be a terrible idea. Okay, so what do these players know? Okay, Qpaq does not know about this hatch here, and Hunter does not know about the pylons here, but he does know about these ones, so he knows something's coming up. These are actually cannons that are on the way, and guess what? Another cannon for Qpaq. Alright, so the good thing for Hunter is he may be stuck inside his own base for a little bit of time here, but what he can do is actually pop out units at this side of the map, get right up inside Qpaq's base and wreck him because there's nothing here. Unless there's a wall off, like unless Qpaq manages to get a wall off here, which he might be considering. This is a wall up at the top of the ramp. You never see this. I like it. I like what we're seeing in today's Into the Void, you guys. There's the pool. True double extractor from Hunter as well. Man, this is an excellent Into the Void game. This is a crazy beginning. I cannot imagine. I mean, these are some very weird strategies. Qpaq finds, hey, there's a hatchery in my natural. This is really weird. There's a queen coming out, a couple zerglings, a roach warren, which I think is the correct response from Hunter. I'm not sure why he took this extractor. You don't need 2 extractors to support roaches. Oh, roaches and banelings, then yes, you do. I will not second guess Hunter for, I'm going to say, 3 minutes at this point. Lings going to chase around these probes and kill them. Trying to knock down pylons, trying to get rid of, again, probes, whatever strikes their fancy at the moment. More pylons coming up just to make sure that if this pylon dies, it's not the end of the world for Qpaq. Queens, Lings, like I said, Lings that end up popping up here. Oh, it's a cannon, though. Oh, no. Cannon gets rid of those Lings in 2 shots. Wham, wham. Queen trying to get some shots off here, too. Deal with those. Nope, not going to happen. 4 kills on that photon cannon. Really walling up with cannons right now is Qpaq. I'm not sure that Hunter should try to get up that ramp at this point. Keeping the Protoss player on 1 base seems to be enough. Just start mining from here. Call it your natural. Yeah, it's far away, but so what? 4 Lings and a Queen are definitely enough to deal with that Zealot. But look at this. Smartly moving the Zealot back, letting the cannons deal with the Lings. And now the Zealot can move back out and do some more harassment, or possibly just sit here and guard the top of the ramp. That's okay, too. That's A-okay, too. Yeah, I don't think Hunter's even approached this at any point. Really should get some injects on here, but that's A-okay for Into the Void. Couple Zealots coming on down, trying to deal with this hatchery. Not really able to do too much work with it. And Banelings. Banelings coming in. Can you Baneling bust this many cannons? I don't know. Really good against the Zealots as they are light units. And one of them's pretty low on shields as well, so that's pretty useful. But Queen with the inject, Queen with the inject. Come on, you can do this thing. And here come the Zealots. I just think the Banelings are going to wreck them. Oh, good micro, though. Getting, yep, back and forth. This actually is not bad. Micro potential these guys are showing right now. Currently about 120 APM for them each, respectively. And did Qpaq sneak a base over here? Does he have a probe outside this he can use to make a base? I don't know that he actually does. Alright, so again, Hunter, I would suggest mining from this. It's 1 base to 1 base, and that definitely favors the Protoss player. It's a lot of Zealots. Get some Stalkers. I feel like Stalkers might not be a bad idea. Do you even have a Cybernetic score? There's not even a Cybernetic score. Whoa. Whoa, Qpaq. And, oh, he heard me. He heard me. He's like, okay, there's no Cybernetic score. I'll go ahead and I'll get one to make Falcon Paladin happy. So So it's Banelings, Queens. Are there any roaches on the field yet? No roaches. Can we do this? Banelings, they do manage to take out the pylon, depowering that cannon and just leaving a couple cannons down here to deal with. Again, he knows about these. Well, he does now anyway. Baneling, crash. One cannon dies, but there's still one here. That's not enough lings to take that thing down, that's for sure. Zealots continuing to poke down this ramp, trying to get people to follow him back up. Or maybe he was just a scouter. Oh, was that like 3 Banelings on 1 Zealot? I don't know if that was worth it. Qpaq very intelligently sending single Zealots down to waste Banelings. Yeah, 3 Banelings for a Zealot. Not cost effective. Not cost effective. Yeah, the Zergs lost 1,200 minerals and 450 gas versus 900 minerals and no gas lost for Qpaq. Income 25-20 right now at the 5-minute mark. I know it's not what we're used to with our GM and pro level stuff, but this is Into the Void. This is where people come when they're just learning to play the game. More Banelings exploding. I'm not sure that Baneling explosions show up on that resources lost tab. Maybe they do. I don't know. Stargate on the way for Qpaq. That's kind of fun. And Lings, nah, Lings are smarter than that. Lings not going to follow the Zealots back up this ramp to their deaths. They instead are going to try to kill the Zealots, who are not actually turning around here. 1 Zealot dies. Another Baneling hit. Cannons from the high ground taking out those Lings like they are nothing, like they are candy. Baneling's going to do this thing. Yeah, crashing on top. Greatly weakening a lot of these Zealots. Can these Queens deal with them? Yeah. Good transfuse. Oh, a transfuse from Hunter. Look at that. Look at that guy go. So 1 Zealot here. Let's take a look at the total supply. 48-30 in favor of Hunter. Income tab 27-20 as well. Kind of oversaturated there. Has kind of started mining from the second base. And yeah, there is a base down here from Qpaq. All right, so he started mining from here as well. And sneaky ninja base. Because Hunter does not know that it's there. He finally does manage to clean out this cannon and this pylon, which will add to the resources lost total for Qpaq. 1,787 minerals lost, but still more minerals than that lost and a lot more gas lost for Hunter to this point. But he is harvesting. Again, 2 Queens here, no injects. Kind of hurts my Zerg heart, but that's okay. We watch this so we can learn. We watch this so we can get better. Void Ray. Did I just see a Void Ray? Oh, Qpaq made a Void Ray. We haven't seen those in forever on my channel. I don't know you want to deal with these Queens by yourself, Void Ray. All right, 2 Queens versus a Void Ray. I think the Queens win that thing for sure. And yeah, absolutely. Unless this cannon helps out on that 1 Queen who's just standing there taking the shots. Yeah, they'll get the Void Ray. Oh, the Queen survives. 15 hit points left. Was that 1 more shot? It was 1 more shot from a photon cannon. 20 points of damage per hit to air and ground units. Cannons are pretty darn good. Zealot comes in, really wants to kill this Queen. Or kill this hatch, I guess. Which seems weird. Good transfuse. 1 good transfuse deserves another. That's how this works. Cannon shots and bam. Oh, Queens, why? Why would you get in cannon range? Some Lings popping out, though, and the Banelings, again, staying out of range of those cannons. That's a lot of Zealots, though. This is nuts. More Lings coming down. Are you seriously not getting speed? You are getting speed. All right, you're getting speed. It's late, but you're getting speed, so I can forgive you. Spine Crawler, Spore Crawler. Worried about more Void Rays. There is another one in production, so that makes sense. You can't let... You cannot allow these Zealots to just kill your hatchery like that. Banelings not killing anything. Again, weakening stuff, but that's about it. Ling's a little bit distracted by this base where there are cannons. Uh-oh, this is not good at all. The hatchery does fall. Some Speedlings and Brewlings pop out and kill every one of those Zealots. Getting revenge on their dead base, but their base is still dead. Unfortunately, that is the nature of revenge. You can't really turn back time and change the results of what happened. You can just kind of make yourself feel better, I suppose. That's how that works. Is that a burrowed Baneling or just a Baneling that walked in? I think it was just a Baneling that walked in. All right, so Hunter has taken his natural base. He lost his first natural base, unfortunately. Spore Crawler versus Void Ray. Who wins that thing? Spore Crawler for sure. Zealots come in because the Spore Crawler cannot hit them. Definitely not. Banelings trying to sneak on in. Can they kill these probes? Yes. Turns out, yes, they can. 10 probes have been killed to this point, and no drones, but 51 Lings have died. It's a lot of dead Lings. So the Zerg infestation is cleaned up here. The Protoss infestation cleared out here. We're going to go ahead and reset at this point. It just looks like Qpaq took his natural here instead of the safer and more traditional location here, but that's okay. He has enough for another Nexus if he wants to plop one down. 700 minerals in the bank, and there he goes. No big deal. Goes with that. Makes a couple Stalkers for the first time in the game. Was that a drone that came in? Something tried to walk in there and just died. Yeah, I think that was a drone. Poor thing. So now finally making roaches is Hunter. I'm not sure why he wasn't doing that earlier, but that's okay. Getting glial reconstitution. He has a lair. He has a Hydralisk, and he's going to go Roach Hydra against this Protoss player. And honestly, at the Bronze and Silver leagues, you can pretty much do whatever you want compositionally, as long as you have more stuff than the other player. For the most part, Voiders are killing these Overlords. Run, Hunter's Overlord, run, and he's gonna try to do it. He's going to try to run. Severely supply blocked though, 60 out of 44, making a couple Overlords to compensate for that. Is our Zerg player an inject available? There was a cute inject, which is nice. Spore Crawler, really worried about those Void Rays making the trip across the base. I can't blame him. Getting static defense is great. Muscular augments on the way for the Hydras too, making them faster and have better range, which is pretty much a need-to-have upgrade for Hydras. I really haven't seen anybody go for any Hydras on any level without getting muscular augments. Alright, so let's take a look at this. 41 to 27 total harvesters in favor of Hunter. Army supply is about 1100 for Hunter and about 1500 for Qpaq. So that makes sense. Hunter has more workers. The bigger army is down here for the Protoss player, but it doesn't do you much good if you're just sitting in your base, Qpaq. You got to get out here and actually try to do some stuff. Try to kill some bases, try to force some units out of Hunter. Don't let him just drone up. And he's spending his money pretty well, so having all these workers isn't hurting him necessarily. He's not just getting a giant bank. Oracle on the way, 5 more Overlords on the way. Hunter never wants to get supply blocked ever again. How's the scouting been so far? Pretty bad, actually. Qpaq has never actually scouted the main base or this natural to this point. I just heard that Oracle come in. Where is the Oracle? Probably by the Stargate. There's the Stargate. There's a probe. All right, we'll keep an eye on that minimap and see if we can find it. But to this point, we have evolution chambers coming up 1 and 2. I'm going to assume those are going to be missile attacks and ground carapace for the Roach and the Hydra composition. What's good against Roach Hydra is Disruptor. Colossus are not as good as they used to be, but still not terrible. But Disruptors seem to do very well, one-shotting Roaches, one-shotting Hydras, and large clumps, requiring a lot of micro from your opponent. And at this level, you're just not going to see it. So super late Oracle, 12-minute Oracle coming out with a couple Void Rays in support. This guy is a lot faster. 5.6 move speed versus 3.15 move speed. Overlords are hiding, desperately hiding as far away as they can from the evil Protoss player. Roaches, Hydras mixed on in. We have some sentries coming in. Oh, we don't often see sentries at this level. They take a lot of micro. Those force fields are not easy to hit perfectly at this level. The pros can do it without really thinking, but at this level, not that hard, or much more difficult, rather. Qpaq throwing down a pylon. There's a probe sitting over here, too, and here we go. Qpaq gonna move on in. There's a lot of Hydras here. I don't know. Bringing in your flying stuff's gonna work here. Some Banelings. Do we have centrifugal hooks? Nope, no upgrade on the centrifugal hooks yet, increasing the movement speed of those Banelings, but probably should consider getting it. Slow Banelings are good in the early game, but they really start to lose their effectiveness as the mid to late game comes up, just because they're slow and they get outranged by everything. But hey, you know what? It's Into the Void. Crazier things have happened than Banelings winning games. Slow Banelings at that. Income tab 42 to 45. Qpaq has been droning up like a madman recently. This probe, don't mind me, he says. I'm one of you guys. Yep, I'll just sit back here. The Banelings, wow, it's so scary. That is so scary. Banelings wandering by. Queen trying to deal with these Void Rays, but there are 2 of them now, and the Queen does end up falling, killing some Lings. Not a great use of their ability. There are 2 Spore Crawlers here, but Qpaq would be smart to stay out of range of those for sure. Taking some shots, but now moving on in to the hatchery. Prismatic alignment is not ready quite yet. He was using it. It does increase the prismatic beam to gain +6 damage versus armored units. And buildings are in fact armored. Can they save the hatch? The Hydras do so much damage against air. Yeah, they can. No big deal. No big deal. Still orange right there for this hatchery. Hunter breathes a sigh of relief. It is 113 to 93 total supply. Hunter is down in worker count, but I like this composition. It's not bad. It's not huge, but it's really good against Stalker Zealot, that's for sure. Roach Hydra is amazing against gateway units from Protoss. Force fields could be parting level, but I'm going to doubt that coming out of Qpaq. No offense intended, Qpaq. You're a good Protoss player. Be proud of your skills and your abilities, but I don't see amazing force fields coming here. So here comes Hunter trying to sneak on down. Possibly just might try to kill this base instead of moving on up into the natural. That's probably what I would do, as this is a lot more scary than this with 2 cannons, and that's about it. So here comes Hunter, and yep, this base is going to die very quickly indeed. Banelings crashing on things unnecessarily. Don't kill the workers. They're dead anyway. They're dead anyway. Oh, they're dead anyway. All right, no big deal. No big deal. Everything here is going to die. Some long-distance mining going on from drones. There's a cannon here, possibly killing them as they wander past. Both assimilators going to die, bringing an Overseer. I like that play. There could be DTs around. You don't know. And yeah, this cannon's going to have so many kills. Why don't you know, Hunter? It would say your units are under attack. I mean, it does take 3 kills, looks like, to kill a drone, so it's not a huge instant massacre, but like I said, up to 8 kills. The next round that comes by, all of them are going to die, because look how low health most of them are. Going to move up this ramp. Here comes Hunter. Force fields tapped on down, and Hunter decides to back on out. Might as well kill a couple of those zealots that overextended a little bit, maybe killing one of them. Force field's not bad. I mean, they weren't instant, but they were pretty well located, which is always nice. And this Stalker count looking pretty good, too. They do have +1 attack. And how are the upgrades coming from our Zerg player? Got both the evolution chambers, but no upgrades to this point. This probe has had so many brushes with death. Banelings have walked by and bumped him. Hydras and roaches have wandered by without looking twice at him. He must have a cloaking field on or something, or he's just right in the rally path for the Zerg units. Spending money again pretty well. Are these players? It's 30 to 28 total harvesters. And does he want to go? No. Once again, Qpaq feels very comfortable moving down and baiting units into cannons. It's kind of his signature move, at least in this game. But unfortunately for him, he's kind of stuck on these 2 bases unless he wants to engage out here in the open skies. Some Lings getting moved in. I love the decision to get Lings versus all of these Stalkers. They do so well. So well against the Stalkers, even if they happen to be of the Blink variety. And I don't think that they are. Yeah, no Blink here. Some probes just hanging out saying, "What's up, guys? I will cover your front line." How do you think about that? Or maybe try to sneak a base. Are you sneaking a base, Qpaq? Oh, he is. He's saving up his money. He's going to sneak one over hereabouts. Possibly. Is he just scouting? I don't know. A bit of skirmishes going on. More slow banelings. Neither player really wants to commit, which is very admirable. This is usually what you see at the pro level, where players, if they see equivalent-sized armies, they won't necessarily move in there unless they feel very comfortable they have some kind of advantage their opponent doesn't see coming. What are you doing, Probe? You could have thrown down a Nexus, but there are Immortals and Void Rays coming out, and Blink out research too. So that's where all that money went. Lings really want to kill every single one of these Stalkers, but I'm not sure if they can pull it off at all. Still no upgrades on the Roaches or the Hydras, and again, that +1 seems to be about as far as Qpaq wants to go here at the 17-minute mark. Probe there, probe there. Are you just using these to scout for Zerg bases? Because there's one there you don't know about, that's for sure. Wow, this is a lot of Banelings. Is he turning all of his Lings into Banelings? I mean, I guess you just kind of Baneling your way up there. Alright, here we go. Here we go, Hunter. I believe in you. You have 100 Banelings. They're not speed Banelings. Could be worse. Could be worse. And is he going to do it? Is he going to do it? He's walking up with the Banelings. Force fields. Oh, look at the force fields! Look at the force fields from Qpaq. Wow, those were parting level force fields. Absolutely cut off the Baneling advance right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well placed. Coming up again, though, is Hunter. Any more force fields available? There are 2. There are 2 Banelings crashing on everything, hitting Stalkers. I mean, not super ideal, but it does do damage. Marching right up this ramp, and it is now 82 to 79 total supply. Hunter does have a lead. It's not a huge one, but these Hydras, I just think, are really, really dangerous. The Stalkers are nothing against them. Cannons will fall as well. Again, no upgrades, but that muscular augments ability. Get back there. You can win this thing. You can win this thing against these Stalkers. Nope, Qpaq doesn't want to hold still long enough to allow that to happen. And the Immortals definitely going to take out the Roaches, but they don't do extra damage versus Hydras. However, I'm not sure how much it matters, as they still do 22 damage per shot. They still have the shield. They still have that +1 attack, and all the Hydras are gone. So Qpaq managed to survive there. I mean, he didn't thrive necessarily, but he survived. He definitely survived. Units lost tab. I mean, it's a massacre at this point. 30 Stalkers, 19 Zealots, 3 Void Rays, 24 Hydras, 11 Roaches, and 24 Banelings have died here. The Void Rays trying to kill this base. The Hydras trying to save it. Can they save it? No! No, 1 Void Ray left does manage to get it, and all the Void Rays die, but they did manage to kill this hatchery. Unfortunately, for Qpaq, which he does not know, is that there's a base down here all those drones can transfer to. No big deal. Some banelings sitting back here. Were they here the whole time? No, it looks like they rallied down here. Looks like there's a rally set somewhere in this area, and indeed there is. Qpaq needs to expand. Needs to expand. Just go ahead, use this probe, throw down a Nexus. Hunter will not scout it. I'm going to promise you that. And this probe as well, man. I can't believe at no point that Hunter hasn't seen that guy and just straight up killed him, because he's a pretty good scout as it is. Okay, so either replant your hatch here, Hunter, or move those workers down here where they could do more good. Long distance mining is just bad news. More Hydras down here for Hunter and more Banelings, but again, there are these Immortals with 4 and 3 kills each. A Void Ray mixed in as well. Banelings trying to kill stuff. They actually take out an Immortal, kind of. They sort of do. I don't know. Can the Hydras... Oh, they were on move command. Why were they on move command? And that's it. Hunter leaves the game. Hunter leaves the game. Qpaq is victorious, and Protoss gets the win today. What? What is going on there? Oh, do I have to turn off this music again? Oh, nope. Nope. Qpaq left the game too. I mean, Hunter wasn't in a terrible spot, right? You had enough to make another hatchery if you wanted down here. Again, I'm not sure there are enough minerals to justify it exactly, but anyway, maybe expand here, or it's just what did you have? What did you have left there? 4 Lings, 32 workers, 4 Banelings, and 4 Queens. Yeah, I mean your army wasn't huge, but your opponent had an Immortal, 5 Stalkers, and a Void Ray. They weren't going to come kill you anytime either. I just feel like Hunter maybe got frustrated that attack didn't go as well as he wanted it to. These Banelings didn't get involved at all. I'm not sure what it would have been enough to change the tide here, but Hunter leaves, gets frustrated at the 20-minute game. Qpaq gets the win, and Protoss gets the victory. So, well done indeed for both these players, and that's it from me. So this has been Falcon Paladin with yet another weekly edition of Into the Void. Go ahead and hit that like button, hit the subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter and Facebook, both at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.
Broken and ashamed by what you have done. There is no redemption, and so you must run. And it's taken your heart and broken your soul. You cannot go back until you're made whole. And you're running into the void. You go searching into the void to find a place you can live, a place you can love. Is it just an illusion? When push comes to shove, there's a light upon you, and you follow it on, looking for a reason and a way to atone. All around you, the planets and stars. You're lost in a maelstrom of a great new unknown. And you're running into the void. You go searching into the void to find a place you can live, a place you can love. Is it just an illusion? When push comes to shove, and you're running into the void. You go searching into the void. And you're running into the void.